Hello. Let's see how we can use Excel to create a simple scatter plot. I've gone and made some raw data right here, and we have one column which is month. So January is the first month all the way down to December, which is the 12th month. And what we have here on the next column is the average temperature in that month for a fictional country. So let's display this trend using a scatter plot. The first thing we need to do is highlight both columns, just like that, including the titles. Now you'll notice the first column that you highlight will always be on the x-axis of your scatter plot. So try to remember that. The first column is the x-axis, which makes the second column the y-axis. All right, let's go up to Insert, and then we look for Chart. There's lots of chart types we can choose from, but in this example, we're going to use an XY scatter. I'll take the default subtype, that's fine, and I'll hit Next. And it gives us a little preview of what it's going to look like. And that looks pretty good, although we can probably jazz it up a little bit. So I'll hit Next again. Let's change the titles. These titles aren't very good so far. The chart title will just be Average Monthly Temperature. Okay, now the x-axis is just going to be month from January to December. And then the y-axis will be temp. We'll just say temp for temperature for that case. Then we'll say next. Then we're going to add the object in our current sheet. That's usually what you're going to want to do. So it'll be right beside your raw data, which is right here. So I'll just hit finish. And there I go. I have a scatter plot just like that. And I can move it around by dragging and holding the left mouse button. I can resize it by grabbing the little black handles. I can make it bigger if I want to, like that. And there's something I've noticed here that I don't quite like. If I look at the values on the x-axis, it ranges from 0 to 15. So Excel has done that automatically for us, which most of the time is nice. But in this case, there is no 15th month. So I want to change that. What I'm going to do is just double click the 15, and it brings up the Scale tab. And here we can change the minimum and maximum values on the x-axis. So let's change the minimum to be 1, or January, and instead of 15, we'll make it 12. Now I'm going to have it spaced out so that it goes up by 1 month per unit. So I'm just going to change the major unit to 1, and you'll see what that does. Let's hit OK. And there we go. It counts by ones from 1 to 12, which makes more sense because we're talking about months. And now we can see there's a trend. It gets warmer all the way up to the summer and then drops off for the winter, just like we'd expect. Okay, there you go. There's how you create a simple scatter plot using Excel.